You're now ready to start implementing your learning plan. And in this part, we're going to talk about maximizing or accelerating your learning while you do so. We're going to start in this chapter by managing your learning environment. You may remember that one of the learning principles we discussed previously was about how learning is connected to your environment. A good self-guided learning environment reduces distractions and other barriers to learning in order to promote your concentration. We can distinguish here between two types of environment, physical and digital. For each of them, we're going to identify good and bad practices. Let's start with your physical environment. Good practice number one is to use a table and a chair so that you can sit with a straight back, alert, rather than a sofa with a computer on your lap where you're likely to slouch and not have the best blood circulation. Good practice number two is get all your learning materials out before you start. Arm yourself with your favorite pen and paper, whatever you need to avoid having to interrupt your learning later. Good practice number three, control the sound in your environment. Music and sound can help or hinder your learning. For many of us, instrumental music can enhance a learning environment, while music with lyrics tends to fight for our concentration. Finally, good practice number four, remember that your brain runs on fuel. Make sure that you're well nourished and well hydrated. Drink lots of water to keep your brain in top form during your learning sessions. Now let's look at your digital environment. Here as well, the point is to remove all possible distractions. Close all the tabs on your browser. Other distractions include alerts or notifications. Why not switch your phone off and put your computer on airplane mode? If you still struggle to concentrate, an extra step you can take is to set a timer for the duration of your learning session and commit to sitting still until the timer has rung. Try to develop a rhythm for setting up your ideal learning environment, but don't become too dependent on one very particular combination of conditions to be able to concentrate. You don't want to allow imperfect conditions to spoil your learning. As a super self-guided learner, train yourself to actively take as much control as possible over your learning environment and to be able to concentrate on a task regardless of the conditions you find yourself in. In the next chapter, we'll expand on this idea of proactivity in your learning.